Morning, day 93. I'm up. It's 6:20 in the morning. I got about 5:45. I got the water heating for my coffee. This morning I'm treating myself to 803 Outpost coffee. I got this at Trail Days from the gentleman No Worries, traveling outside the Bats, Baatz. They have an awesome channel. They're very inspirational to me when I was getting ready to thru hike. So if their YouTube channel's still up, and well, I know the YouTube channel's still up, but if their thru hiking videos are still up, they're very inspirational to me. They may be to you. I'd encourage you watching them. I got to visit with him in person, which was awesome. And they make this coffee, 803 Outpost. I've never had this. I had some of their coffee at the hotel and it was very good. But it's a neat system. It actually is like a little pour over. It comes, you open that up, it's super light, and you can do like a little pour over system with this pouch. Which is awesome. And it looks like my water's boiling, so I'll let that go. He said that, sorry, no worries. You said do it just off boil, but it's boiling. I apologize. And Jen makes me this awesome chia pudding. So I put that together last night. Last night when I had dinner, I put the chia pudding together. I put water in it, let it soak all night in the bear bag hang. So, turn my water off. Yeah, so I'm mostly packed up. It's gonna be a quick go. I'm gonna drink this coffee, have this pudding. I have the chia pudding with peanut butter. I eat an organic, no sugar added peanut butter that comes in a glass container, so I can't carry the containers out here. So Jen found me these little plastic tubs that I can bring the peanut butter out with. So, and she takes care of me. So she sends them out to me in my resupply box. So, all right, I guess that's it. I just got to get picked up, and most of it's picked up. Honestly, it's still a mess in here, but it's mostly picked up. It's been raining all night. Oh, make sure you roll up your food bags at night as best you can. If it's gonna be a rainy night, even if it's not, you don't know when it's gonna start raining, to keep the rain out of your food bags, because if it's hanging in the trees or on cables, it'll get drenched. So I did good. I've been folding it up, but I just want to give you that, guys, that little tip. And also on rainy days, when you get into the hostel, your chores become tenfold, because all this stuff gets damp, and you got to be respectful of their place, but you still have to get all this stuff unpacked and let it air out while you're on that Nero. Otherwise you get mildew, and you think hiker funk is bad. Wait until you get nasty mildew smell and hiker funk. That's really intriguing. So you want to make sure you get all that stuff spread out and dried out. You don't want to get it moldy. So, all right, I'm going to get eating and enjoying my coffee, and I'm going to get stepping. See ya. Day 93, stepping. The shower came in right after that video of the coffee early in the morning. So I'll let that shower pass. Looks like it's clearing off some, which is nice. My tent was right in there, and it is a muddy mess. That's not gravel. That's like loam, and everything's all cakey mud. The tent's a wreck, just all muddied up, and it's like a half-pound heavier. It's miserable picking up. I have a tent cloth that I use to wipe down the tent, but you can't wipe off mud. Mud is like mud. And so it's pretty miserable. So it adds an extra layer to my Nero. The Nero is going to have a lot of chores. So like, I got to get into the Nero. I got to shower. I got to wash my clothes. I got to get my resupply situated. I got to figure out the internet and see if I can get videos uploaded. Now I'm going to have to set my tent up. If it stays clear, I have to set that tent up and see if I can clean it up some and repackage it. My bear bag line is drenched. I need to get that hung and drying. My clothes are damp, so in these Cuban fiber tents, you have a lot of condensation being in them, and I'm a big guy, so I push off a lot of condensation. And when it rains, if it's raining steady, that condensation kind of gets sprinkled on you. The tent's not leaking, but the condensation then falls on all your stuff. So a lot of my stuff is damp. My quilt's damp. My my puffy's in my pillow, but my windbreaker's damp. So on and so forth. A bunch of damp clothes you got to dry out. For some reason, my waterproof bag with my electronics on it, and it had a little bit of water in it. So now I have to figure out if that bag has a leak or what's going on there. I don't even know where that condensation came from. It was sitting at the edge of the tent
near the tub, and it was raining so hard one time last night the splashback was coming in a little bit. Nothing you do about that other than pitch your tent lower, but I didn't last night. So I had to figure out what's going on with that electronics bag. So that's an extra task, gear repair, so on and so forth. So these Neros and even Zeros, they're not a huge break. I mean, you're rolling into town and you got a pile of stuff to do. And that it's not even including finding food. If you can get into town and get a nice meal, that'd be nice, especially from this hostel, or if they make food. And then for me, I have a mountain of work stuff I need to be doing and finding time to do that. So it's a challenge. It's a real struggle, but we got this. We got it. And this is, I don't know if I got this hill though. Whew. This sucker's all uphill. I don't know if you can see it. It is all uphill. Whew. That's why I'm huffing and puffing. But anyways, we'll knock this day out and go from there. Check that out. Wow. GoPro's a dead stick. Hopefully it's just a dead battery. Hopefully it didn't get too wet yesterday. I'll figure that out at the hostel as well. Look at this view. Whew. This is what we're walking in this morning. After all that rain last night and last few days, all this green is wet. And you walk through it and it drenches your feet, drenches your pants. I mean, there's no way you're keeping dry. You just get drenched walking through this stuff. And this right here is like all on a slant. I don't know if my foot shows it, like that's level. This is the way your foot has to walk. And it is slippery. It is slippery. Anyways, with that, I'll let you go so I don't fall. But this is the trail. Such a beautiful morning. I say that every morning, you're probably sick of it, but check out this mist. It's like this cool air mist is like just settled in these trees. And you can still see so far out through the woods, even with all the green. The floor of the forest seems to have all these different plants. I don't know how tall they get, but they're not trees. And they grow in so thick that I'm assuming it prevents the smaller trees from winning the battle and growing. I think all this flora is what keeps the woods so open. But this is what it looks like here in the forest. 360. And that's where it came from. There's no views out through here that I know of based on far out. It's just crawling over mountains, and I just went through a section. It was, I mean, knee high. My pant legs are drenched. Pant legs are sopping wet. I've seen multiple moo prints out here, and I was thinking, man, most cows get stuck in a field and they just stand in a field all day. How awesome would it be to be a cow and have this is your pasture? I mean, all this woodland, that would be totally epic. If I was a cow, I'd want this to be my pasture. But I haven't seen it yet. I keep looking. I want to find a moo, hoping to find a moo. Man, if that's not a sight. No views. Just an FYI, trekking poles are almost impossible to use in this stuff. You can't swing them, they get all wrapped around the grass. Hurting my tennis elbow, literally. Got through that grass. I've had a good 3/4 of a mile of this. I've been able to stretch my legs and get to stepping. The grass actually really slowed me down. Like, it was so wet and you couldn't use the trekking poles at all. My pants are drying pretty quick. And I wear pants because I wouldn't want to be in shorts in that. Like, all that stuff rubbing against your legs and all that water, like, the pants help defer water away from your shoes, especially with gaiters and stuff. If you didn't have pants on, your legs are going to just run all that water straight into your sneakers. So the pants help there. I'm very happy to have pants on. They're hotter than blue blazes in the hot days, but I'm going to run them. I wear them for reasons. If anyone knows what this is, let me know please in the comments. I'm curious. It's pretty, like little dark veins running through the leaves. It's beautiful. Well, I've been going downhill for a good bit. Pretty sure this is climb number 2 for the day. But the neat thing is there's a mountain bike path, it looks like. It goes right through here and up over there. Looks like a fun mountain bike path. But the trail goes out through here. So, yeah. So now I get to do this next up, and then it's all downhill to Sam's Gap. All downhill after this one. Oh, we did it. This is the summit of whatever this was. No view, but you know, it's plenty of view, as you know how I believe, but no overlooking view. But all downhill at Sam's Gap now, supposed to be. A few little bumps, nothing major. Whew, that was a climb. So now I'm racing to get down to Sam's Gap because I messed up the time. I called them like I was supposed to, no one answered. I left a message. I'm pretty sure I told them I'd be there at 11:30, 11:45. And that was off by an hour. I did the math wrong in my head quickly. And also, my phone's been in airplane mode, and for some reason, I think it was in the wrong time zone or something before I made the call, because I remember doing the math correctly. Anyways, somehow I lost an hour. I talked to one person, a very nice lady who was doing section hikes. And then I went out to see the rock, which was an overlook, but that was 0.1 of a mile, but I don't know. So now I'm stepping. I tried to call them again. Still no answer. I hope they're not sitting down there waiting at 11:30, because there's no way I'm making it there. It's 11:40 right now, and I can't make it in 5 minutes, so I'm trying to get down there as fast as I can in case I didn't get it. Anywho, struggles of the trail, struggles of the trail. Also, remember what I'm always saying? Time don't matter out here. When you're on your trail, it don't matter. The only time matters is when you're getting injected back into the matrix and people are running a business and stuff, and I respect that. And I understand the need for it, but whew, it's hard to, you get used to time not mattering out here. Mattering, is that a word? I don't know, I make up words. Whew. Going down to Sam's Gap. Not sure if there's parking or where I'm supposed to go, but the trail sign says turn right. That must be I-26, I'm guessing. Going under the bridge. Hey, there's a welcome center 6 miles. That's not happening. Bright out today. So made it to Nature's Inn Hostel. This is the actual main sitting area inside here. There's all kinds of food. These are all the cabins over here. I'm in cabin 1. Cabins are nice. It's a very rustic place, but very clean. Very hiker oriented. One downside I can think of is she doesn't carry fuel for hikers. So if you're hiking between Hot Springs and Irwin, make sure you bring enough fuel. I'm out of fuel, so that's going to be a challenge. I just set my tent up to clean it off and dry it off. I got that done. There's a big men's room and staff only, and then there's a ladies room as well. There's laundry right around the corner. They have loaner clothes, and the laundry seems to be, just used if it's open to use. The bathroom's really nice. Just me in here. I want to make sure it's just me in here. Nice big showers, laundry detergent, soaps and stuff for you to use. Two big showers, 2 separate toilets here, and then you also have a big sink. Everyone's out of this room here at the moment, so I'll record here. This is the common area. In the winter, in the cooler months, they have a wood stove that runs, but they have a couch and chairs that are nice and comfy that you can sit in. This is open 24/7. They have a big sink over, and the water is extra filtered, she said, so it's good for drinking and using to fill up before you head back out on trail. In here is the food. This is, again, there's no shuttle service to food at the moment. That she said that may change, but in here is all the food that you can eat while you're here. So you have to dine in here when you're in here. So chips and goodies and all the normal stuff that a lot of the thru hikers use, you can resupply here. The supply is pretty short at the moment, but there's a whole cooler with sodas. And then here's freezer, a bunch of yummy stuff. This is homemade pulled pork, very good, about a half pound I think, very tasty, and a bunch of other frozen foods and stuff you can buy. All the prices are listed here. They do have some freeze-dried stuff for the food, and here's another refrigerator, big all beef hot dogs and some fruit cups. Buns to go with the hot dogs, and pulled pork if you have that. This is the desk area where she does all the check-in, check-out. This is run on an honor system, so when you get stuff out of the pantry, you write it on your sheet. You keep tally on your own sheet, and then she'll bill you at the end when you check out, and be good about that. It's an honor system. They have amazing internet here, very, very powerful internet. I wish I could have taken more use of that, and I did take use of it. And here is a condiment fridge, and this is a really cool old refrigerator, but the condiments are free to use. If it's in there, you could actually use it to mix your meals up and make your meals tastier. And then she has all these cooking appliances, and the cooking appliances are all here for you to use to cook the food however you want out of the pantry. And she has seasonings and stuff up here, coffee maker, and then trash. Everything's very nice and well put together. And I've been very happy here with everything that they've done and provided. So this is the cabin. I'll take you in there and show you that. The stairs to the cabin are a little wonky. These stairs are not the same height every step, make you feel drunk. Straight up. It's like, have I been drinking? It makes you feel that way. But inside the cabin, you have a little patio, 2 chairs, a little table, hiker trash everywhere. My shoes are drying out. My quilt is airing out, just drying as a little damp. My puffy's drying and airing out. They have this hammock thing you can set up inside here and use the hammock. There's a whole clothesline you can dry stuff on. I got my bear bag line drying, and let's see what else. The brook's right there, and it's hot in the cabin. So the cabin, this is all screened in, so it's all screened in porch. And then inside the cabin, again, very simple, very rustic. There's 2 bunks. This could sleep 2 people. This could sleep 2 people, and that could sleep a person. So 3 people could be in a cabin if you wanted to share a cabin. They have a heater for cold nights. There's no windows in here, none. So tonight I plan on just sleeping with the door wide open. It's all screened in, and just enjoying that and let the air come in. It's got 2 fans. There's a lot of heat up in the ceiling, but I'm trying to get it to cool down and circulate coolness and stuff. And then there's another ceiling fan here. That's it. I highly recommend this place. I'm actually very happy with it. Amy is the glue that binds. Like she makes this work. She comes over and gets you. Very helpful. Very nice lady. So, all right. If you're coming by and you want a hostel, definitely check this place out. I would encourage it. See ya.